On more somber news, there's two teens that are on the run currently, in connection with two separate murders of some old heads, to be honest. So it was kind of weird to see these murders, but not weird, because I think when we get to the end of the story, we'll find out a little bit more about the motives of or the alleged motives of these youths here. Right. So let me pull up the news stories here. And also, these two kids, not from here, one from Saga, right? Both 19 years old. So I call them kids. One of them's from Edmonton. We talked about it on the podcast the other day. There's a heavy connection to Lil OT when it comes to one of these kids here. All right. I want to say RIP off the top to Lil OT, and condolences to his family. But again, a tangle web that we have weaved over here. So let's pull this up.
Live now to police headquarters, where Toronto and York police are updating two separate fatal shootings. Let's listen in.
The second is the homicide of Sergio Lopes, 65, who was shot and killed in Vaughan on Monday, January 26, 2026. Following their remarks, both will be available to take questions. Detective Sergeant Arita.
Good morning. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Today, we are joined by our colleagues from York Regional Police Service to provide an update on two homicide investigations that we believe are connected. I will begin by speaking about the Toronto homicide of Mr. Chandan Kumar Raja Nandan Kumar, who was shot and killed Saturday, February 7th, 2026. At approximately 3:26 p.m., Mr. Raja Nandan Kumar was sitting alone in his vehicle at Woodbine Mall, located at 500 Rexdale Boulevard. He had arrived just after 3 p.m. and parked near the main entrance just north of the TD Bank. While seated in his vehicle, he was shot multiple times and tragically succumbed to his injuries. Mr. Raja Nandan Kumar was a respected member of his community. He maintained strong connections with others in the GTA, particularly those of the same region of India. Those who knew him described him as kind, generous, and always willing to help others. His loss is deeply felt by his family and friends. As a result of our investigation, a Canada-wide warrant has been issued for 19-year-old Isaiah Thomas Badger for first-degree murder. Today,
when we first were watching the story, man thought he was Asian, but then we found out later that he's a native youth. But yeah, he kind of looks Asian in the face.
Today, we are releasing a photo of Mr. Badger along with an image of what he was wearing on the day of the murder. Mr. Badger is described as 6 feet 3 inches tall, approximately 117 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. He is from Edmonton, Alberta, where he is also wanted by the Edmonton Police Service on outstanding weapons charges. Through ongoing information sharing and collaboration between law enforcement agencies, investigators have determined that the individual we allege is responsible for the homicide of Mr. Raja Nandan Kumar may also be responsible for a homicide in York Region. This underscores the importance
two bodies, allegedly,
of interagency cooperation and why we are standing together today. I will now invite Detective Sergeant Jonathan Nauman to speak to the York Regional Police investigation.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and thank you. I'm Detective Sergeant Jonathan Nauman with the York Regional Police Homicide Unit. Today, I'm here to provide you an update on the homicide of Mr. Sergio Lopes, who was shot and killed on Monday, January 26, 2026. At approximately 1:06 p.m., Mr. Lopes was exiting his business at 180 Wings Road in the city of Vaughan when he was shot multiple times and unfortunately succumbed to his injuries. A short time later, the suspect vehicle was found on fire, located at 8214 Kipling Avenue in the city of Vaughan. Mr. Lopes was a respected member of his community, a loving father and husband. loss was deeply felt. As a result of our investigation and through the ongoing information sharing and collaboration between law enforcement agencies.
Hold on, I got us to stop for a second. I don't mean to stop the videos. I promise I'm going to let the videos play longer these days. But the way that they position this guy, like, yo, you know, he was an innocent, family-loving man, and you know, a friend to the community. Like, this thing could be true. This could also be true, and he could also be involved in some really heavy shit. Niggas don't just try to come kill you for no reason, unless it's some initiation shit and they're just trying to find an innocent, which I don't think this is. They're trying to make it like, look at these two bad youths killing this innocent old man. Like, bruh, he probably has bodies under his belt that you don't know about.
Warrants have been issued for 19-year-old Isaiah Thomas Badger and 19-year-old Jacob Wallace for first-degree murder and arson. Canada-wide warrants are currently being sought. We allege that Mr. Badger is responsible for shooting Mr. Lopes and that Mr. Wallace is responsible for operating the vehicle used to flee the scene of the arson.
The getaway driver.
Mr. Wallace is described as approximately 5 feet, 6 inches tall, and approximately 115 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. He is from Mississauga, Ontario. I want to thank the Toronto Police Service Homicide and Missing Person Unit for their ongoing collaboration and assistance with this investigation. I will now turn it back to Detective Sergeant Aruda. Thank you.
So I asked her to poll over here before Detective Sergeant Aruda gets to what she got to say. Would you think these two kids were hitters, right? Not just getting into just some random incident. I'm talking about actual paid hitters, right? Mop Top and this next youth, they're the native youth. All right, I don't have a nickname for him yet, but Mop Top, that Mop Top is crazy, brother. I would not know that the Mop Top youth is gonna pull out a friggin' 9mm out of his backpack or something, bro. Like, whoa.
Thank you, Detective Sergeant Nauman. We are asking anyone who may have seen Mr. Badger or Mr. Wallace before or after these incidents, or who may have video, dash cam footage, or other images of them to contact investigators immediately. If you see Mr. Badger or Mr. Wallace, do not approach them. Call 911. We are also appealing to anyone who had contact with Mr. Raja Nandakumar in the days leading up to February 7th, or who may know what his plans were that afternoon to come forward. Even information that may seem minor could help us establish critical timelines. To Mr. Badger and Mr. Wallace, we're coming for you. Turn yourselves in, hire a lawyer. And to anyone else who has assisted these two individuals, including anyone who may be helping them evade police, you are committing a criminal offense.
She said, we're coming for you. Wow.
You will be investigated, arrested, and charged where evidence supports it. Both investigations remain ongoing, and we will continue working with our policing partners to pursue all available leads. Thank you. We will now take your questions.
Sergeant, I think you established a connection between the two homicides, and can you talk about a potential motive, please?
So at this point in time, for our investigations, or at least for mine, we don't have a motive. Our connection to both homicides seems to only be that we share the same suspect. So I'll say this. I do believe that my investigation was a targeted shooting, but that Mr. Raja Nandakumar was not engaged in any criminal activity at the time.
Come on. Don't piss me off, whatever your name is there, Sergeant, Captain, Constable, I don't know what the hell. You know what I'm, don't do that, bro. Or lady.
Time of his death.
Not just wanted in Edmonton because he had a previous criminal record.
I can't speak to that.
Is there any reason to believe that Isaiah Badger came from Edmonton here specifically to commit crimes, or was he living here?
So due to the fact that our investigation is still ongoing, I can't.
Bro, you're trying to act like, okay, because he's got a nice smile on his face and a button-up shirt, that, you know, he ain't involved in some shit. What kind of watch is this, homie? Come on, bro.
Can't speak to what his motives were for traveling to Ontario. Most importantly, obviously, we're here today because we really do believe that Mr. Badger and Mr. Wallace are still here in the GTA, and they need to be apprehended immediately.
Of course they're still in the GTA. We've seen this. History has shown that all of these guys, when they're on the run for murder, okay, there's no higher than murder. Once they're on the run for murder, they decide, I don't know if even if they leave and then they come back and say, you know what, I miss Toronto, or I miss wherever I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, bro, they be having mad time to get away. There's a rapper who I won't name because last time I named his name, he DM'd me. So I ain't gonna name his name, but he had a shooting, and you guys maybe will be able to figure out who I'm talking about. He was in a shooting situation. He was convicted. It was a playground. He was a really good rapper, one of my favorites. So I fuck with him, but I don't fuck with what he did. Okay. He was on the run for about 2 years. They had a $75,000 reward on his head top. All right. He's a man from Toronto. I'm not going to say what ends, but he's from Toronto. When they found this guy, they found him in Vaughan. You can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make it up, fam. Holy.
Our investigation is continuing. I can't speak to where the evidence has led us so far, but I can tell you that we're still looking at all avenues in regards to this investigation.
You found a car for Mr. Lopez. You found a car for the Mr. Kumar murder.
So what I'll say about
my bad. Y'all niggas know who I'm talking about too. Like, nigga, run farther, run faster. Actually, you gotta wait. You were gone for almost 2 years, nigga. Why are you in Vaughan, bro? You're getting me pissed off all over again, my nigga.
my investigation is that what we know is that Mr. Badger, after committing the murder, left in the crime vehicle, drove it to Clairville Conservation Area, where he lit it on fire, and someone drove him away from that scene. I do not have an identification on that person, nor a description, but I'll say this, that this investigation is continuing. I will identify who that person was, and we will lay the appropriate charges where the evidence leads us.
Both of these incidents were described as targeted when they happened, but if you don't have a sense of a motive, I mean, how do you know that these were not just people randomly picked out for shootings? What made you think at that time that both were targeted?
From the evidence that we have gathered so far, it becomes clear when you're looking at all of the avenues we have, from video to statements and everything we've gathered, that it was a targeted shooting. I can't speak to York Region shooting. I will have Detective Sergeant Nauman speak to that. Absolutely.
I'm just doing my due diligence, going through this whole video, because I want to see if one of these reporters ask about the Burlington shooting, which was the Lil OT shooting.
Thank you, and I'm going to repeat much of what Detective Sergeant Arruda said. While the motive still remains unknown, all the evidence to date, the video surveillance, the witness statements, people that were present, it appears to have been targeted.
Why do you believe they're still in GTA?
I can't comment. I don't know why they are still here.
Sorry, can you provide some clarity? So you're saying that Isaiah Badger, after committing the murder of Mr. Nanu Kumar, took his vehicle to a conservation area and lit it on fire. Does that mean that he left Mr. Nanu Kumar in the parking lot there with his wounds and that in the car, or was he in the car? What was the steps there?
Yeah, so Mr. Raja Nandakumar was left in his vehicle with his wounds. where then officers from 23 Division found him and immediately began providing first aid before Toronto paramedics arrived and took over.
These are both very brazen daylight shootings. Were there any similarities between the crimes that drew you to the same suspect?
Absolutely brazen daylight shootings. I'll say that it was similarities that led our services to speak to each other, that then provided the situation we're here today, that led us to believe that we share the same suspect. I can't get into the evidentiary nature of what seemed to be similar.
Well, you can't get into it, eh?
But definitely.
Was the vehicle stolen?
They were stolen vehicles. It was stolen in my investigation. And it looks like Detective Sergeant Nauman is saying his was stolen.
Yes, stolen.
Yes, our vehicle was stolen as well.
That's all you had to say?
Any way that these people are moving about, or at least the suspect in the Toronto case, moving about without some kind of outside assistance?
Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Is it in your view that they're definitely being harbored by somebody or some people in order to be able to be out there right now?
So it's hard for me to say. I think the most important information I can put out there now is that now everybody knows. Everybody knows that these two individuals have committed first-degree murder in our city.
Allegedly.
And if you are harboring them, if you are helping them evade police or get away, that you will be charged where the evidence exists.
I just want to clarify, so you believe that in the first instance in Toronto, it was Isaiah Badger acting alone up to this point, but in the second case, you believe Jacob Wallace was a driver that it was driving the vehicle that fled the scene?
So all I could speak to, of course, is our we have not identified who drove Mr. Badger away from the arson scene of the crime vehicle. And therefore, I can't really give you a name or suggestion as to who that was. Mr. Wallace was identified in Detective Sergeant Nauman's investigation. And we are looking at all possible links and connects, of course.
And with Sergio Lopes, you said with the first victim that there were no criminal ties. What about with the second victim? Did this person have any previous criminal involvement or activity or connection?
Sorry, just to be clear, which victim are you speaking about? Sergio Lopes?
Yes.
Yeah, no evidence has not shown any connection at all to criminal activity.
That means you just never caught him. He's not in your database.
Do we know if these younger gentlemen have any prior criminal history?
Yes, Isaiah Badger does. Jacob Wallace does not.
And one more question?
Do we know if the other people are in a gang or a criminal network? And was this some type of initiation or job for a particular reason?
I have no, yeah.
Here comes,
I can't
hold on, here comes the lies. She asked, are these guys in any kind of gang or any type of criminal activity that you guys know of? Here comes the lies, all right? Wait for it. Let's go.
For Detective Sergeant Arruda, but there's been
or job for a particular reason?
I have no, yeah. I can't speak for Detective Sergeant Arruda, but there's been no information to suggest that.
Nothing. Not at all.
No.
That's one last question. The ages of these guys, they're 19 years old. I think to the public it would seem pretty shocking that people so young are being alleged of these crimes. Just maybe if you could give some input on that.
I agree. It's shocking to me that we're standing here with two 19-year-olds wanted for first-degree murder and for Mr. Isaiah Badger to be wanted for two separate homicides. It's shocking to me.
Why is that so shocking? Why is that so shocking? Because, and before I get to my other links that I was actually going to get to first, actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's get to the links that I was going to get to. Let's go in my order that I was going to get to, because they're like, we don't know. The man's name is Mr. Go Get It. He got 33,000 views from 4 months ago. So he just dropped. Fresh out the pack. AKA K2. Oh, we don't know anything about if there's any gangs or anything. I just did a friggin' double crazy stack of freaking gang signs right there. Holy. Nigga, I'm almost impressed. I ain't gonna make any signs because, like, I don't want none of y'all come shoot my head off. But, like, I'm almost impressed the amount of way y'all niggas stack the freaking gang signs. Like, I'm like, whoa. Nice glasses. Stop trolling. I know, right? Niggas is like, nigga, when I see you, pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm playing. I don't even want to be saying I'm playing. Niggas like, stop playing with me, fam. All right, let me stack my gang signs in peace, nigga. Do it again. That's impressive. Let's go.
Two hands on the back when I hop with the free. Wait for the cow if you push up on me. Walking your block, I walk on the beat. Do you get it? Cause I'm murder shit in these streets. I feel to get buff for your ass by a bucket. It's crazy. You did all that shit for a piece. I'm not one of these guys cause I live what I spit. Really feel everybody. You get what I mean?
He's floating still. I ain't gonna lie. This is the Edmonton youth. He's better than a lot of you Toronto niggas, bro. He's rapping.
Fine, you fucking my team. Get that shit off, bro. I don't need a beam. Certified shooter can't see when I creep.
Certified shooter can't see when I creep.
Let it off and I flee. No sleep on their side every day for a week. I only
hold on. Let me see your jewels, nigga. Because he upgraded the jewels, bro. There's a video that I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. His jewels were light compared to what he got here.
No sleep on their side every day.
Hold on, back again. I need to pocket watch you.
Sleep on their side every day.
Fuck, man. Hold on. I need to pocket watch this nigga, bro. Give me a second. I need the perfect freeze frame to get my pocket watch on. There we go. What we got over here, my guy? You got the Joker face. Woo-hoo! That one there, mean there, Bridget. What does this one say here? Gang, can y'all read this? These niggas get so much diamonds on their shit. It's hard to read, bro. And then he got another one. Just chains on top of chains. Blood clot.
Every day for a week. I only see red, want to see the complete. G26 and the G23 and the Hellcat.
Oh.
That's the options I keep.
Is that the little OT chain that niggas is saying on Reddit? Who's the first one who said that? Blood seed. We get into it. Over here. Let's go. We're going. Hold on. We're about to go deep into the lore. Let's go.
On my side, so confess your luck and come swap with me. I really got belts in my body. And
we are getting mixy today, gang.
If you haven't touched 30, don't talk to me. If it's not by your side, you can't walk with me. Caught a notch 16 to the property. Ever since then, evil thoughts get them off me.
He is fucking up this beat crazy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't condone of what you did, but you should be in the booth more often, my guy.
Yeah, I don't take much, one call and I'm skirting your block to my brody to park up. Ask a borders who spin anything and it's scary. You see me, I'm bro on that.
Watch OT.
Ask a borders who spin anything and it's scary. You see me, I'm bro on that work truck. Nigga, you wanna talk smoke? Let's start with the facts. I stood on your block and you didn't shoot back. Try calling that phone cause
I sit on your block and you didn't shoot back. Listen, I'm not taking all of this stuff literally, okay? I'm just saying he's talking to shit.
Thought you were sick, I was there in like 10 round the window and clap. Then takes a
Oh, you thought you were sick? The man was there in 10 minutes. Flat. This is not a reaction video, but it kind of is.
that phone like, boy, you so lucky I had that shit on me, but shit like the jam. He didn't do somebody swear that he did. Now we got a little paper and think he the man. Pop over the big jam forward, the switch in the back and the box, shit not for the gram. Went through 20 bats in
There's the shot of Lil OT right there.
the gram. Went through 20 bats.
All right, that's Lil OT in the back. Retya.
20 bats in a week. After that, went to 6 feet cars and leave for the men. Two hands on the blick when I hop with the free. Bit for the cow if you push up on me. Walking your block, I walk on the beat. Do you get it? Cause I'm ready shit in these streets. I feel to get
The nigga's probably watching this right now, like, yo, Friday's feeling my tune still. Why don't you give me the interview from Time, brother?
off your ass by a bucket. It's crazy. Did all that shit for a piece. I'm not one of these guys cause I live what I spit. Really feel every bar. Do you get what I mean? Bullets start flying, you fuck with my team. Take that shit off, bro. I don't need a beam. Certified shooter, can't see when I creep. Tiptoe, let it off and I flee. No sleep on it.
These lyrics are aging badly, my guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. And listen, RIP to Lil OT, man. But yeah, this is not a good look to be in the video with this guy, because right now, what they're saying on the Reddits is not a good thing there, brother. So let's see if I can find what the Reddit is saying. Right, Johnny Blick said wipe down still. He did wipe it down. Body bagged the beat. Okay. Let's see this here. So Hrontology Reddit said, I said it first, and this is Lost Thanks. He said, I said it first. This you gonna get twined up for Lil OT's body. Police issue warrant. This is the all right. This is the music video that they're showing. What else are they saying about him here? Before I even go back to my actual links. Oh, hold on. Let me go back to this post here. Because you know you got to go through the comments. It got 51 upvotes, 38 comments. So him and Lil OT were dogs too, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was a backdoor setup. These types of youths be scared to even walk in Toronto without getting stained. Now they're slapping up blocks like Rex. This is a sign Toronto drill is dead. I don't know about all of that, but he was living in Lil OT's crib too for a while, shaking my head. Damn. What a shit mark. Hold on, I'm just trying to find anything. Just crashed out just to be talked about in the Toronto subreddit. Him and Lil OT were dogs. I vouch that. He never backdoored OT, you idiots. Shut up, Isaac. Yo. Reddit ain't shit, man. You're lost, goof. These guys are just arguing amongst each other, bro. He isn't even charged for Lil OT's notch, so huh? Listen, man, I'm doing my due diligence as far as some of the research on this right here. There was something that also I found on these Reddit streets as far as a switch up. This is what I called a switch when I found this post here. Hold on. Montreal hockey tonight. Stop sleeping. Let me just address my Montrealers over here. Mo Money TV in this. Said Montreal in this bitch. JNS Dizzy, salute to y'all. All right. I see y'all. Let me just pull this up over here. Let's pull this up. So, K2 is also one of the names he goes by. Second photo was posted days after the Woodbine Mall shooting. Pretty sure it's the same kicks he wore too. All right. Holy. What's this spelling out here? SFS. Yo, The boy them, I'm not even gonna say they're stupid. They're so lie, bro. We don't know if he's connected to any street gangs or anything like that. But we'll keep you guys posted as we get more information. Shut up. I'm not saying do a better job. Like, yo, you guys need to go find these criminals. But like, what are we paying you guys are taxpayer dollars for you to lie to us or just not even freaking know what Guan? Because either way, they're both bad things to happen.
The data. There's too much of it.
That's okay.
I hate when Reddit
Satisfy
shows
builds
freaking
models
ads and
makes
shit.
decisions, so
One
you don't
second,
have to
gang.
freak out.
But we like freaking out.
We're getting so much done.
From data to ta-da, SAS Via.
It's a new day in income investing.
I have
Introducing
premium. I'm just
Daymax
on Reddit.
ETFs, Canada's first daily.
Expensive be making heat. Car just send a low and then I'm going. Suited up and dirty steak and plus his whip is stolen, nigga. If we smoke, don't choking, nigga. Hop or the smoking, nigga. Running, nigga. Down my gun is faggot, it keep blowing, nigga. Said you money hungry while you lacking, you keep loafing, nigga. I got it on.
Yo, bro, these new guys, bro. These are the niggas you need to watch out for, fam. Okay?
I keep me a stick everywhere that I go. If I don't got it on me, my brody on crotch. Stay with a killer. A real just step, but who has to take him before what it costs him? Not gonna.
Listen, as long as you're taking the heat off the brothers, I am good. Let's see what else we can find over here. Let me actually go. Huh?
Yeah. Stick in my hoodie, my cup full of lean. She on that, so she love how I'm thugging. She
Okay. It's a lot of thuggery. Edmonton's salute to Juicy Hamburger says Edmonton's really on it. Yo, when I first heard Deadmonton is a nickname for Edmonton, I was like, oh, for real? Okay. Proceed, niggas. Deadmonton? It's a mud thing. Hold on, I'm pulling up the same link. I have another link here that shows him kind of before he really started, I guess, getting money. Right? So imagine being this guy, YG, Timu ganging, dropping threes, but fanned out IRL.
Ooh, yo, feed this one here.
Come on, dog. Come on.
This is when he had the little chain.
Dog, you already know how we're moving on here.
Well, yeah. What's that? No bossy.
Come on.
With the pointers.
Come
with
on.
The pointers.
Come on.
Right, dogs. Yeah, you're moving too slow with the pointers. You're moving pissed.
My dog.
Yeah.
What do you do?
What is that shit?
This is Mr. Go Get It. Come on. Come on.
What you drop on that piece right there? Yeah, how much you drop on that?
You know, a little something. A little something. A little something. A little something.
This nigga's dying laughing like, yo, this guy is a pussy. Ha 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 ha. Look at your little chain, bro. This man's outside drilling, bro. With no feelings. Bro.
Come on.
That's a good one still. A little song.
Damn, bro. So I don't know, man, because from the time when Lil OT was murdered, they're saying that this had to be a backdoor thing. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that for him to be able to have his guard down and it was an incident where somebody got into his car and he got murked in his car. Now, I can't just go by what the Reddit is saying because obviously it's just a bunch of different youths on Reddit with their opinions. But now that they got this guy on the run and they're saying that him and his homie here, the mop top youth, is like some super drillers, allegedly. Let Let me see if I could find anything. Burlington shooting. They're talking. This is like Burlington, Ontario. Burlington in America. Let's put Burlington, Ontario shooting. Because I just want to just see the footage that they had from the scene. Okay, let me pull up this one here.
Halton police are investigating a shooting in Berlin.
Here in the south, pronounced deceased. I spoke with a man earlier this morning who was dining inside the Kelsey's Roadhouse at the.
This is the car, right? So they said that they got in the car and the shooting happened from inside the car.
Corner here in the southwest lot. He tells me that around 9:30 to 10 p.m. when he was outside, he saw two officers performing CPR on an individual, and the police say their victim is a man in his early 20s. They have not shared any suspect description at this time, but we know they were investigating a white car in this lot last night. No arrests have been made yet, and this is the region's second shooting after this.
All right, and there's the other video that I have here. This is like so wild mysteries out here, bro. There's this video, the original dash cam video. That's when the shooting happened. Those three sounds there, that's the shoot. That's the shots. And there's the white SUV driving away. Whew. I don't know, bro. Things are kind of wild out here in these streets. Not saying it's the worst it's ever been, but I'm just saying it's not getting any better right now from what I'm seeing, man. So hold your head to Lil OT's family. RIP to Lil OT. Okay. As far as these two youths right here, never judge a book by its cover. If I see these youths on the road, bro, I don't even know what to say, fam. I've covered this way too much, fam. It's probably on site for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I see these young boys these days, bro, I'm never like I used to be. I ain't gonna lie. But if I just see some like Asian youth or a little white youth, and I'm just thinking to myself, oh, you're just a little mesquite. Yo, get out of my face. Don't be rude. Nigga, that nigga might be packing something in the freaking side bag, so or in his backpack. So my bad if I've ever disrespected any of you youngins out there. As far as like a conclusion to this, I think they're gonna get caught. I ain't gonna lie. I think they're gonna get caught, and they're probably gonna be here in the GTA, just like other cases have happened in the past. So we'll keep you posted. All right. Yeah, no suits to anybody in this, man. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.